although I picked Slovenia, and for my own reasons that I explained at the podcast, and I was completely wrong, I'm super happy for Greeks to qualify to the Olympics, and especially this way. First of all, I have a lot of, I would call them friends or people that I know in the Greece national team. I know, how big this moment is for them. They qualified for the Olympics for the first time in the 16 years.
Yep.
I watched Giannis crying. We see Vasilis Panoulis' success as the head coach. We see them celebrating in their home country. And at the same time, to me, they were the best team of this qualifying tournament if we include all 4 qualifying tournaments. The best, the most consistent, the most solid display that we've witnessed. And it was just a great basketball given the circumstances that Greeks were in.
Didn't Alex Antetokounmpo tag you somewhere, like laughing at the reel where you're saying that's
really? I don't know.
Greece will win over Slovenia?
I didn't watch that.
I saw something, but I haven't checked myself. So
could be the case. I don't care, really. I'm super happy for them. And I'm going to cheer for them in the Olympics. It's going to be one of my favorite teams to watch. So
it's like, we're doing these predictions. One time you're going to be right. One time you're going to be wrong. As long as you have arguments for your takes, it's all good. It's not like we're just saying this. But Greece, I agree with your take that it was the most solid team in the qualifiers. What they did against Slovenia, basically closing the game in the first 10 minutes, showing from the start that, okay, we are here to be the bosses, and we don't care what you have in your roster. We don't care if you have troubles, injuries, or whatever. We are here to take care of business. And they did that, plus 20 in the first quarter, basically destroying Slovenia one-on-one. All the problems, Slovenia's problems that we talked in this podcast before were in complete effect, like Greece made them completely naked. And then in the final game, I thought they were just a better team. Even with the pressure, you're playing at home. They did well. Their defense was absolutely amazing. But, as Rita said in our chat and I wrote on Twitter, you don't expect a team with walk-up Kalatis and Giannis Antetokounmpo, along with other guys like Papanikolaou, to be a bad defensive team. Like what they would do if they're not great offensively. I think they need to do some work before the Olympics to be really solid, because we saw some struggles like Giannis in the first half, just trying to barricade him into the paint and score the layups. But defensively, I thought they were amazing. I thought Thomas Walkup had a solid game as always, playing the passing lanes. And offensively, they were just solid enough to beat Croatia. And I came to see Giannis, but I stayed to see Papa Giannis. And wow, what a performance.
Shout out to Dainius Rumša. He wrote, "Who needs Giannis when you have Papa Giannis?" Yeah. It sums it up pretty well. 4 threes in the first half. He crushed all the barriers that Croatia was building. And just to add about Greeks' defense, they contained Croatia to 69 points and Slovenia 68. And I've checked stats. Since Luka became the alpha dog of Slovenia since 2021 qualifying tournament in Kaunas, I checked all the major FIBA competitions. Olympics, World Cup, Eurobasket, and qualifiers both in Kaunas and now in Piraeus. So I've checked 27 games, and Slovenia was averaging 95.1 point per game in 27 games with Luka as the main guy of the team. It's a crazy number. And it was the first time since 2021 that they didn't score 70. There was one 71-point game against Germany, and all the other games, Lithuania contained them to 84 in the Eurobasket. So it was the second best record. So we're talking about some solid defense, coming from Greece, and that's just huge. And I know that maybe Greece's offense wasn't very sexy because of, I think that their roster just limited in terms of being very sexy or displaying very sexy basketball, but I love watching them so much. The way they used or utilized their roster, their offensive potential. And it starts from, you mentioned Papagiannis. I mean, to me, it starts from Nick Galatis. It feels like the guy is playing his best basketball in his career if we combine both the season with Fenerbahce and now this national team. To me, he was a perfect floor general for this team. It's also connected to the fact that Vasilis Panoulis, who did a tremendous coaching job in this 2-week preparation and the qualifying tournament gap, it felt like that he didn't force the game through Giannis too much. And to me, I really liked it a lot. And it also is connected to the fact that Nick was running the show really well. And he just made the game easier for everyone. And he was the real floor general for everybody on the court. So, it was just a pleasure to watch Galatis, Papagiannis stretching the floor at this level, and also Giannis making Greece as a team. It was not one-man show. And I loved this last dagger by Papagiannis at the end of the fourth quarter when Giannis got the ball at the mid-range. And of course, Croatia was forcing his pull-up jumper. And just a jumper, and it was like the clock was running down, and Galatis was kind of ready to shoot the ball, but Giannis made the right play, right read. He sent the ball to the corner because he remembered that Papagiannis had a good shooting night, and Papagiannis just shot this corner free. And it was just a beautiful moment of this Greece national team that I called after they won this qualifying tournament.